Hello and welcome to TCTV Breaking News. I'm Zach Crawford and today we are looking at a variety of issues. First we look into Brazil's hosting of the World Cup, then to updates with the LBA Park controversy. Jessica reports on the Ebola crisis, and finally to Mars, where Asher will update us on the Mars 1 mission. First, let's go to Garrett, who will fill us in on Brazil and the World Cup.
Brazil is now hosting the 2014 World Cup and soon to be hosting the 2016 Summer Olympics. And Brazil is soon to be more popular than it already is. Should Brazil host these events? Some think they should, but some think they shouldn't because of poverty in the country. Hosting the 2016 Summer Olympics in Brazil costs about $1 trillion in public works. In Brazil's economy, the kind of capital investment that is being demanded for the Games risks both inflation and low-quality construction. This is dangerous for the players of the Olympics. The main problem is that the corruption caused excessive spending, and Brazil decided to build 12 stadiums instead of the minimum 8 stadiums required by FIFA. There is a lot of stuff going on right now in Brazil, and there are protests everywhere. Lots and lots of protests. It's getting so bad that policemen have to use tear gas and blockades and arrest people for their protest. This is breaking news. Back to you, Zach. Oh my gosh! Yeah.
Thanks, Garrett. Now let's look at an issue closer to home with Alyssa reporting from LBA Park in South Olympia.
Thank you, Zach. Now we are here in LBA Park with reporter Alyssa Lundgren, who is talking about the development of LBA Park.
Thanks, Asia. That's right. I've been coming here since I was a little girl and have come to love the park. A group of developers are considering turning the woods into a housing development, and many are speaking out against it. LBA Park is a 150-acre undeveloped lot of woods located in southeast Olympia. However, they are scheduled to become 2 large housing developments. The developers are willing to sell the property to the city, but have only given a small window of time before they begin the project. A group called the LBA Woods Park Coalition has come together to save the park. They have a petition which has already about 4,225 signatures and need 5,000 to save the park. Many people love taking their dogs on the trails or walking with their friends, absorbing the beautiful scenery. If the woods are developed, this will no longer be possible. That is all for this story right now, but if you would like to know more or sign their petition, you can visit lbawoodspark.org.
I believe that message communicates the true need for the park's existence. Again, you are encouraged to sign the petition to save LBA Woods Park. Now I'll hand this off to Zach.
Thanks, Alyssa. There is a virus currently ravaging Africa called Ebola. Jessica has an in-depth report on this troubling concern.
Thanks, Zach. I'm here to talk about the epidemic disease called Ebola. Ebola is quite deadly, but luckily isn't very contagious until symptoms start showing. In March was when Ebola first started. The closeness between the jungle that the virus was identified in and some cities is the reason why officials believe that is how the virus came to be. Sadly, there is no cure found yet, but the earlier you are treated, the less chance you have of dying. Doctors Without Borders is one of the only aid organizations helping out. About 350 people have died already, and more help is seriously needed. This is Jessica reporting. Back to you, Zach.
Thanks, Jessica. It's now time for our science segment. Asher explains the details of the Mars 1 mission. Asher?
Thanks, Zach. We are here to talk about the Mars 1 mission, a project designed to send 30 astronauts on a one-way trip to Mars. This settlement will help by being the first of mankind to walk on Mars. 30 trained civilians will go to Mars in 2023 to establish a settlement to spend the rest of their lives exploring. If there is an accident, returning from Mars will be difficult, but NASA has made plans to make an emergency space shuttle to evacuate. The astronauts will have to build an emergency space shuttle on the planet, but everything is planned to go okay. This has been Asher Goodman reporting. Back to you, Zach.
Thanks, Asher. I'm Zach Crawford. Thanks for watching TCTV Breaking News.